Hello, my name is Eric Rogers, and in this video I am going to show you one of the most recommended ways to include an SVG file or a scalable vector graphic into an HTML page. This is a logo that I have created for this class for my broadcast station CLR Media. To embed this logo into a web page, I would first save it out of Illustrator by going to Save As and then selecting SVG or SVG Compressed and then clicking Save. You can actually see the code for the SVG by clicking on this button. As you can tell, it is rendered as an XML, or you can view it in a browser by clicking this. After you've made all the option changes that you like, then you just click on OK and save it. Now, to include this into a web browser, the most recommended method is to use an object within your script. So I'm going to just generate a code snippet and remove some code that isn't necessary for this, just so it's a little easier to read. To embed the object, you would use this syntax, the object, and then give it a type. And you would give it a type of image slash SVG plus XML. And after the object type, then you would give it a data. And the data is going to be the location of your SVG image. In this case, I have one prepared at this location. The object tag does need to close. My editor is going to try to close a body tag, but that needs to be object. And if everything works properly, you can now view your image within your HTML simply by saving it. I'm going to save it as SVG HTML on the desktop, replace this, and then view it in the browser. And there's a grayscale version of my logo. Now, another nice thing about embedding this in this way is, just in case the user's browser doesn't support SVG, in this section after the closing of the object, or in between the object brackets, you can actually place an error text that will display if their browser doesn't display the SVG. Another nice thing is this is also a place that you can use an image tag to include a fallback just in case their SVG doesn't render on their browser. So you could just include like a PNG file that would only be used if the browser doesn't support the SVG. So to go back to the browser, and if we look using Firebug at the code generated here, this is actually included into our HTML as an object.